issue as we know it. So we see it from two different fronts. First of all, is raising the question of this could be a reverse psychology that is being played by the UDA and ODM pact, so that we center ourselves on the issue of the deputy president and not, the leadership of William Ruto. But why would he be raising accusatory fingers and accusing the people on the ground that they are the people who sold their soul to William Ruto?
Thank you very much. Allow me to salute you as well. They are watching this morning show. And coming to the issue, the deputy president, my take on this is that the former deputy president is responding to what we call diversion politics, where he's pointing finger that the opposition aim is to defeat William Ruto in the next election. But the game here seems to have changed. And the narrative today is who is going to take the calotte of the deputy president, whether it is Nyaza or whether the deputy president will still remain in the Mount Kenya region. And what he's referring to as people selling their soul is that he's referring that he was elected as a pattern with the president, because that was the presidency. And who were the first people to draw the knife to kick him out? They are the same mountain. And that's why he's not referring to the people, but he's referring to the elected people,
the elected leaders.
Leaders.
But they are the representative of the people.
Who first took part. Because if the central leadership in Parliament and Senate resisted to sign the impeachment motion, I believe that nobody else could have, because actually in Parliament, everybody, and especially those from the ODM said, and until unless the Mount Kenya region starts from the list, it's only when they can append their signatures. And therefore I believe they are the first people to throw the stone, and they are the people who give the rest of the composition to kick Gachagua out of the power. But in case even Gachagua was evicted by the rest of the Kenyans, but was defended by his central men, then that could have shown a different face, because in the whole Republic of Kenya, we have seen battles coming out, and we have seen communities defending one of their own. But this was not the case in Gachagua's matter. And therefore what he's referring to is that today they are trying to say that actually the possession is going to be taken away. And he's telling them, you are the people who costed yourself. Otherwise, this possession was yours. And it was yours, and we had a person who had a passion, but you allowed to be twisted. And therefore you should not cry, and this is not the time to cry. That's what it's.
But if things remained constant, all factors remaining constant, that there was no impeachment, and maybe we are in the pickle that we are in, who would have sold Mount Kenya? Well, isn't it Gachagua himself?
In fact, what I would say is that he played a big role.
Yes.
For the mountain to join hand with William Ruto. And without mountain, Ruto could not have made himself to the presidency. And it is Mount Kenya support that made him the president. In this case, I would say he could have, we have actually the manner in which Gachagua and Ruto's relationship during when he was in power was very jittery. And I think even to date, it couldn't have settled down. But the signs were that there were issues that Gachagua is not in agreement in the manner that the head of state was tackling them. And I think what I would say is that probably the president could not have gone long to a situation where he is, even to a point of killing young people, abducting young men, and also this thuggery and goonism that has been the case of the day. Those kind of bad elements probably they couldn't have occurred, but because we have seen whereas this goons centered, it is centered in Nairobi and Central Region, and therefore would say probably if Gachagua could be still the deputy president, these kind of occasions could not have occurred. And I would say that actually he was a strong man, that he could be able to say no to a position where the head of state is trying to take the position to a different direction. And it was to stand firm and say, this is not the way to go.
We didn't see a lot of no's when he was a deputy president. So these no's are really coming while after he's been impeached. So how then do we trust that you'll have spoken the truth while he was still in government?